Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store. Let's go 49ers and the New York Giants. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 18, Gator. 49, go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let's go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Look at me. Door. Shoot.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
I got one. Check 31.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike, 56 right there. Exit. 56. We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
47's the mic.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on third down. Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
80 weapons. Switch.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Alpha.
From the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
On the double.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 90 Wolf.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, I got you.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ready, set.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Give him 9 on the carry there, but they'll be left still with a 3rd and long situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
56 to Mike. 55. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Switch. One. Check 25. No.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, Barkley. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. First down, Mariota. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Keep it up, guys. Deuce. Check it. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Beat them.
Now Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been a constant duress.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And how about that for just running out the clock? Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. This is Breida. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
take over
Let's go.
first and
Let's go.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
His guys take over first and 10 at the 40.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mariota now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Pettis once again the target, but it's going to be second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Now it's Breida. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond for that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Now Jones operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And Tate's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You must be getting tired.
On first down, here's Breida. They find some open field here. The 20. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Giants take over first first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Jones now on 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get in the way. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Finds his tight end, Ingram. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones will get this out to Barkley complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On 4th down. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Jones now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
3rd down.
Check 52. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Check 13.
Now Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. Here comes the 49ers punter now. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Mariota to throw it this time. This will be caught by Brown.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up any.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 57 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's hauled in by Shepard. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. That's to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a dump off here complete.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet down for the completion.
And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. 18 Gator, 13 hit.
They'll run here with Connor. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 13. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.